All right, guys, I'm back here with Kurt Bohnsack, who drives the number 4 in the Hobby Stock Series. You have a lot of years of racing under your belt for multiple different series. When did you get your start in racing?
First year was in '96. We brought a car out, and everybody was laughing at it because we had it all jacked up real high in springs. We didn't know what we were doing, of course, first year. We actually brought it out mid-season even, and everybody was laughing at us. They turned around and said, no, go back and try it again. So that's the first year, '96. So full time '97.
And what series were you racing back in '96?
It would have been like the hobby stocks or super, yeah, hobby stocks back then.
So you've raced a couple different series. What all have you played around in out here?
I started out in hobby stocks. We went from hobby stocks to super stocks, from there to the sportsmen's, and then I got out for a year or so, and then went to Hornets, and now I'm back into hobby stocks, and just that's where I'm at.
So what made you decide that you wanted to bring a car out here and get into racing? What drove you to here?
Actually, my brother worked with Bob Aronson back in the day, and my brother's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a car. I'm gonna get a car." I'm like, "Well, you gotta get a job first." So I had a job, so I bought a car, and me and my dad and him helped build it, and that's how it worked. And Dad helped me work on it from there out.
So you are now in the hobby stock series. What draws you to compete in hobby stocks over going to a sportsman or being in the Hornets?
The competitiveness. There's a few more cars in the hobby stocks. I like the class. It's fairly cheap. As long as you don't wreck or anything like that. Of course, that's any class, but it's what I can afford. And I drove the Hornets, and it was fun and everything. But I like the rear end in the V8 power.
Makes a big difference for sure.
Yep.
We were talking with Logan Clausen about the competitiveness of the hobby stocks, and like I said, there's some nights where they start too wide and they stay too wide the whole time. Do you ever find that sometimes it's hard to pass in the hobby stocks?
Sometimes, yeah. Get Jimmy on the outside here or whatever, it's hard to pass. And then some guys are a little loose and they're hard to get around too. But you just kind of work the traffic and eventually you can get around them. So.
Ultimately, you came away with the Hobby Stock Championship this year. Talk a little bit about your season overall.
Well, I didn't think I was going to get the Hobby Stock Championship. Luckily, airplanes helped me out with Jimmy not coming back from his vacation, whatever. That helped me out a big bunch. But actually, I thought I was going to lose at the end, but I hung on there and stuck it out and worked out.
It was a very close championship, and I feel like we'll probably end up seeing something similar this year. You guys are always neck and neck with each other. What goals do you have for the 2019 season?
Goals I have, I'd like to win a couple races, and maybe I try the sport mod if somebody can give me a seat or ride or whatever for a couple times and practice and try it out or whatever. I like trying that too. I've never been in that class, but see how it goes.
Something new is always. I know that's something going into this year. The 4 cylinders went on the half mile and knew it wasn't going to be competitive at all, but it was just something different and something new to try. For the fans or people that don't know you very well, what's something that they might not know about Kurt Bohnsack that they should know?
Well, I'm pretty shy and pretty quiet. I won't walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, how's it going?" or whatever, unless I know you. Or I'm not very introductive, I guess. Introduce myself to anybody. It's pretty hard for me to do. So, pretty shy.
But people that come up and ask for autographs and stuff, you're always willing to do that too.
Oh yeah.
Definitely quiet, but super nice. So that's one thing. In racing, as we'll add, you really can't do it without people. So is there any people that you want to thank at this time?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors that helped me out last year. Shack Tavern, Cruise Production, Clark Photography, DJ Machines helped me out when I blew up my rear end and got my rear end and transmission and drive shaft together for me. A&D Premieres helped me sponsor that part, and I always got to throw in Checkers Tavern. They do the hard charger series. I always run as a full package decal on my hood or my trunk or on my car. I always do that for PJ and Pam up there, so I gotta thank those guys there.
For sure, Checkers does a lot for the track and for all the drivers.
They do.
Kurt, we thank you for coming out and talking to us, and we wish you luck this season.
All right, thank you.